The Vanity Fair Oscar after party. The after party is one of the most prestigious nights in Hollywood, where the night's biggest winners mix and mingle with A-listers from all realms of Hollywood, is now live in Los Angeles. And while this party has been known to feature great fashion moments, we definitely had our expectations set on a high for the red carpet fashions. Now, while some of our faves showed up in their head-turning looks, ready to snatch all the attention, others just looked a hot boo-boo mess. So here are the top 10 worst dressed celebrities at the Vanity Fair Oscar After Party 2025. Take a look. First up on our worst dressed list, she is a savage. We have the beautiful rap dress Megan Thee Stallion. And for the Vanity Fair Oscar After Party, she had on this green crepe long dress with feathered details. And I'm sorry, I will be totally lying if I said I enjoyed this look on her for the red carpet tonight. I mean, yes, I know this look in itself was supposed to be referencing the look that Lil Kim had on in the year 1998. However, I really just wasn't feeling this berry tall approach that this dress had to offer tonight. I mean, this dress in itself was just kind of hard to watch. I mean, am I even supposed to be here? Am I supposed to be privy to this site? These are definitely the question I had to ask myself just by looking at this dress tonight. I mean, this look in itself just seemed a little too much. It seemed a little too desperate. And Megan did not need to do all of that to be seen. I mean, she definitely has said this time and time again, she is a savage, but maybe she should have put this dress where it rightfully belonged, in the garbage. Yeah. Overall, this was a classic case of beautiful girly, unnecessary dress and gimmicks. This looks so awful and messy, so it has to be a chop for me. Next up on our list, we have the statuesque model diva Kendall Jenner. And for the Vanity Fair Oscar After Party, she had on this archival black lacy long dress by Mugler from their Autumn-Winter 1995 couture collection. And tonight, she was styled by the amazing Danny Michelle. And I know this is an archival look by Mugler, and I'm really supposed to be shaking in my boots at the sight of it. However, this look to me just felt very underwhelming. I mean, if I did not have context for this look, I definitely would have thought she got this off like Shein or like Pretty Little Things or even like AliExpress. It just felt like a silhouette that she has worn time and time again. And so the excitement for me was on a zero. Also, it just did not help that she had another look on this red carpet that was very similar to this look. And while that look seemed more elevated and more grandeur, this on the other hand just felt a little too basic. Also, because the dress has a turtle neckline, I just would have wanted her hair up in a bun because this just really compresses her neck and that was just hard to watch. Overall, this look definitely overpromised and underdelivered, so it has to be a chop for me. Up next on our list, we have the Wicked superstar Cynthia Erivo. And for the Vanity Fair Oscar After Party, she had on this white tulle long dress by Vivienne Westwood from their 2025 Bridal Couture collection. And tonight, she was styled by the amazing Jason Boding. And this was just a classic case of what I ordered versus what I got, because just by looking at the reference picture for this dress, it definitely looks like our dear Cynthia was scammed with this diabolical piece of fabric, and that was just very weird to look at. I mean, just by looking at this dress side by side with that of the model, it definitely looks like the model's dress had a more defined structure. However, it just looks like Cynthia tonight just draped fabric onto her body and called it a day. And that was just very mind-boggling to say the least. Also, aside from the obvious disparities that we see in the making of the dress, I really just did not think that this dress worked on Cynthia tonight. I mean, just coming from that really grandeur and avant-garde look that she had on for the main Oscar award, this was just very garbage looking compared to that, and it was a hot boo-boo mess for me. Now, maybe she was annoyed that she did not win the award, and she was like, you know what, I'm really not going to serve the children any more fashion, and obviously that would be a valid explanation for this. However, in my book, this just did not do what needed to be done tonight. It looked really messy, so it has to be a chop for me. Next up on our list, we have the beautiful Olivia Wilde, and for the Vanity Fair Oscar After Party, She had on this white mesh maxi dress by Chloe from their Spring-Summer 2025 ready-to-wear collection, and tonight she was styled by the amazing Carla Welch. And these mesh type dresses are back to haunt us in full effect. And honestly, I'm just having none of it. I mean, I thought we left these mesh type dresses in 2024. It definitely was a pandemic back then. And I just would hate to see it come back in full force this year. I mean, what even is this dress to begin with? How did she think it was going to be a good idea to show up like this to a red carpet and slay? Because it was mind-boggling to me. Now, I can clearly see her granny panties, and the silhouette of this dress was just giving me very old maiden period dress, and that to me was an absolute no-no. Overall, this was one ugly dress on the red carpet tonight, so it absolutely is going to be a chop for me. Up next on our list, we have the legend, the icon, Sarah Paulson. And for the Vanity Fair Oscar after party, she had on this red structured mini dress by Marc Jacob from their Spring-Summer 2025 ready-to-wear collection, and tonight she was styled by the incredible Carla Welch. And typically I should love a look like this because this look in itself just felt very avant-garde and over the top. However, when you take a closer look as to the execution of the look, it just seemed a bit wonky and poorly executed, and that in itself was an absolute no-no for me. I mean, this puffy-like detail that we see at the top of the look, it just felt like one was falling and the other was rising, and it just did not seem like the execution was cohesive, so that really threw me off. I also just think that this is one of those dresses that would look amazing for pictures, maybe for like a high fashion photo shoot, but it can start to look really crazy in real life, and that in itself is what is happening to this look, and it's just rather disappointing. Now, the color of this look is so gorgeous on her, but the more I look at this dress, the more I discover another execution flaw. So yeah, this look did not do exactly what needed to be done, so it has to be a chop for me. Next up on our list, we have the stunning Rita Ora. And for the Vanity Fair Oscar after party, she had on this purple crushed velvet long dress by Prada, and tonight she was styled by the incredible Pippa Atkinson. And I just think that the fabric and just the way this dress was constructed, it just wasn't really doing it for me on the red carpet tonight. I mean, this crushed velvet type fabric always just seems a little bit too distracting and all over the place. So I just would have preferred this look to be made out of like the regular velvet fabric. That way, that lushness and expensiveness could have come through in this look. Also, because this fabric already just seems too messy as a result of the use of this crushed velvet fabric, the details on this dress just seemed a bit too chaotic, and I'm just not really able to appreciate the design details that we see on the dress. I mean, that in itself just defeats the entire purpose of having designs in the first place, so that is a no-no for me. Overall, this look would have definitely been a lot better but for this choice of the fabric. So yeah, it's actually going to be a chop for me. Up next on our list, it was Agatha all along. We have the gorgeous Kathryn Hahn. And for the Vanity Fair Oscar after party, she had on this silver strapless long dress by Fendi from their Spring-Summer 2024 couture collection. And tonight, she was styled by the amazing Jordan Johnson. And I really do have to ask, where is the glamour? Is the glamour in the room with us? Because I definitely don't see it in this dress on the red carpet tonight. Now, first of all, being that Kathryn herself is pale, I don't know why she opted for a silver dress tonight for this red carpet. I mean, this dress in on itself just really washes her out, and it just doesn't look the most flattering up against her skin tone. I also just didn't love the visuals of this dress. It just lacked shape. It looked really boxy, and it just did nothing for her proportions. I mean, this dress in on itself is giving me very SpongeBob SquarePants because of just how boxy it looked, and that was a no-no for me. Overall, she definitely should have not worn this dress for this red carpet, so this look has to be a chop for me. Next up on our list, we have the super cutesy Harry Neff. And for the Vanity Fair Oscar after party, she had on this golden mesh maxi dress by Valentino from their Spring-Summer 2025 collection. And honestly, are we even really surprised as to why this look is on this list tonight? I mean, the current Valentino aesthetics, it's just not given to me. It just looks like an old grandma dress. It looks dated and not even in a nostalgic type of way. It looks like a stage costume. And while this will be perfect for like, Broadway, for an actual red carpet, this to me was an absolute no-no. I mean, a young girly cosplaying as an old lady in this dusty looking dress, it's just not something I wanted to see on the red carpet tonight. Yeah, I'm just gonna go on ahead and chop this look. So it has to be a chop for me. Up next on our list, we have the stunning Miley Cyrus. And for the Vanity Fair Oscar after party, she had on this custom black strapless long dress by Macy Margiela. And tonight she was styled by the incredible Bradley Kenneth. And go Miley, give us absolutely nothing with this look. I mean, nothing. I mean, I just clocked that it has been one black dress after another for every single award show she's been to. And maybe she's in a punk, grungy black era. But to me, this just seems a bit too repetitive, a bit too redundant, and a bit too boring. Also, why are those two random zippers attached to the front of this dress? That in itself just looks like an unnecessary addition, and it just made no sense as to why they would include that onto the dress on the red carpet tonight. Also, this hair on her, I'm just really not sure it was giving what she thought it was going to give, because it just felt far too scanty for me, and that was an absolute no for me. Overall, bland, basic, boring are all the qualities I would use to ascribe to this look tonight. So this look by Miley definitely has to be a chop for me. Finally, on our worst dress list, we have the effervescent beauty Hunter Schafer. And for the Vanity Fair Oscar after party, she had on this champagne gold satin long dress with a fur coat by 16 Arlington. And tonight, she was styled by the amazing Dara. And let's just say I kind of expected more from Hunter and her fashions tonight. So just showing up to the red carpet in something that resembles a nightgown just seemed very odd to me. I mean, I just would always ascribe these satin type dresses to pajamas because they look the exact same. Well, except in this case, a little bit longer and, the addition of a fur coat. But it doesn't just scream lush or expensive, and it will always just be a no for me. Also, just looking at Hunter's track record when it comes to like the fashions for the Vanity Fair after party, this was a huge step down in terms of the fashion, and we can't be doing any of that. Elevation is the word that we need to do time and time again, and unfortunately, this look just did not elevate to me. Overall, this look by Hunter just did not quite hit the fashion mark for me. It just felt too pedestrian, so it has to be a chop for me. Alright guys, we have come to the ending of today's video. In today's video, I share with you guys my top 10 worst dressed celebrities at the Vanity Fair Oscar after party. If you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to give it a big fat thumbs up. It helps me a lot. And yeah, I'll definitely catch you guys in the next video. But for now, it is bye for now. Au revoir.